At the third fork in the road along Silver Sun Street, Morelos District, after hearing 3 chirps, turn right at 1137 Blue Parrot Lane. That would be here, but... Step 1. Elephant spin. Specifics. Pinch your nose with one hand and stretch out your other arm like an elephant trunk. Then, bend over and spin around clockwise 10 times. It has to mean something. Like in the original Indiana Jones, my 15th favorite movie. When the time is right, the jewel on the scepter will reflect the sunlight and point to where the treasure is. But how am I supposed to do that without a nose to pinch? Never mind, just do your best. But I intend to have a word with the Vigils concerning the accessibility of their rituals for awakened like me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next was the tune of La Llorona. Right! That's the one I recorded Mr. Allen playing for me. Nothing. Could be that I was too slow. Alright, just try. Try again. Miss Black Ibis and Mr. Allen are trustworthy Vigils. They wouldn't be pulling your leg on something like this. Besides, I need to get the info from this mysterious exorcist. I've got to find that mineral pigment before Lorentz Butterfly does.
Straight to the point. I like that.
Formless.
Into the...
Please stay behind me.
Очистить цель.
同幽动微，莫运虚无。
It will be over before you
Awake.
feel it.
Ilusiones apartados. La verdad se revela. Who did that?
너? 바즐인가?
Wait! You're not Miss Ramona, are you? The exorcist that Miss Black Ibis and Mr. Allen recommended?
Metal head be the metal heart. Guess that's why they made you a heat woman. No time for talk, just get straight to the smacking, yeah?
Oh no. I'm so sorry, Miss Ramona. See, I just spun around 20 times, so my head was a little scrambled. Trust me, there's not a violent reel in my body. I would only ever use force as a last resort.
clearly not a fan of whistling either. 'Cause that was the worst La Llorona I've ever heard.
Oh, so the spinning and whistling were part of the ritual after all.
Sure are.
What does it do exactly? Summon something, or is it more unusual?
Mostly it stops Vigil from crashing the party. See, ordinary folks don't usually whistle and spin round in a cemetery, let alone twice. Though even the Vigil usually figure out this ritual just means don't show up uninvited.
Oh, well, I heard you know just about everything there is to know about Mexico City, Miss Ramona. Miss Black Ibis recommended you. See, I have an important mission, and I was hoping you'd help me.
There's been a mix-up. Your people need to quit assuming which side I'm on. Yeah, I don't mess around with the gangs, but I don't have any love for the cops either, got it? The Vigil pay for my time and expertise. I'm not interested in mixing myself up with trouble. Sometimes I get rid of the stuff regular folks can't see for a few extra pesos. So maybe I know the city better than most. But I don't concern myself with the land of the living. Why don't you run along back to the Foundation, Metalhead? And tell Black Ibis to knock off the recruitment tactics. I'm not buying what she's selling. Oh, and tell him to stop mucking up my house, too. I'm trying to make a living here.
Your house? You mean this place? Oh, don't get me wrong. I have the utmost respect for everyone's preferences and beliefs. I mean, nowhere's better than a coffin for a long nap. Oh, wait! Miss Ramona, I don't work for the Vigils, and I'm not here on Miss Black Ibis's behalf. I'm here looking into details about a smuggling ring. All I need are some leads about this new mineral pigment. Oh, and I can pay. I have... Goodness, you came back quick. Sorry, I didn't bring much with me. Can I write you an IOU?
A new type of mineral pigment, huh?
Right on the money. It's some kind of special arcane material. Miss Black Ibis told me there wasn't any information on it at the Bureau, but that you might have heard something. So, have you got any leads? Anything on this new type of pigment? Manus Vindictae or Arcanist smuggling gangs?
It's not much to go on. But the talk about a new type of pigment did remind me of something.
Is it something serious?
You heard about those arcane murders that have been happening around the city? Well, we've heard more than enough for everyone. City's buzzing with rumors. First, it was some poor sap they found in the suburbs. Cops say he drowned. Weird thing was, there wasn't so much as a puddle for kilometers around. 5 days later, a businessman, a real patron type, found dead in his mansion. He had that place guarded like a palace, but no one saw a damn thing. Somehow, Hermano falls into a vivarium filled with all kinds of illegal critters. I'm surprised they even figured out he drowned. There wasn't much left of him when I got there.
Oh, good gracious! I hadn't heard anything.
Yeah, well, I get a front row seat on every new crime. Comes with the territory. This city's special, got its own way of doing things. Folks here aren't strangers to the supernatural. But no matter how weird things got, they used to follow some kind of rhyme or reason. Now, it seems like even the Vigils don't got a clue what's up and what's down anymore. They're wasting their time sniffing around after the local gangs. But with how deep those roots run, that's a long trail to nowhere. Meanwhile, the bodies keep piling up, with not a single clue worth chasing. And then there's you, suddenly showing up, talking about stuff I've never heard of before. Could be, with the storm, something new slipped its way into the city. Like you.
What? Oh, no. Miss Ramona, there's no way I could be the killer. I just got here.
Yeah, I know. Is that metal head of yours busted? You don't exactly look the part of a murderer. Point is, the Vigil are running blind and chasing their own tails. I'm not looking forward to having to cleanse any more messy crime scenes. But this pigment of yours might just be the breakthrough they need.
Gosh! So, then you're gonna join my investigation, right?
I didn't say that. All I said...
But it sounds like you also care a lot about this, right? We can help each other!
Ay, por Dios. Are there any ears on that hunk of metal?
Shucks. Where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself. I'm Latham. Nice to meet you, Miss Ramona. On behalf of the Timekeeper, I hereby thank you for your help. Oh, let me add it to my to-do list. Thank you, letter, for Ramona.
I know.
Another case? That makes 5. And it's only been 3 days since the last.
The intervals are getting shorter.
You two slackjaws owe me an explanation.
Sorry, miss...
Jones, Special Investigator for the Storm-Era Historical Monitoring Department at the Buenos Aires branch of the St. Pavlov Foundation and Field Agent Administration. Do I need to show you my ID again? So this is the 5th case, huh? And you're telling me that after a whole month and 2 applications for backup, you got squat to show for it?
Actually, it hasn't been a month yet, Miss Investigator.
Call me Miss Jones. So, give me the latest.
Yes, Miss Jones. The incident occurred at around 8 p.m. last night. Lots of people home, but no one reported hearing anything unusual. The victim exhibited clear signs of drowning, but there's no water sources nearby, and no evidence of the body having been moved.
We believe that everything occurred here. We found nothing using human investigation methods, so it must be another arcane crime.
What's the status of the Arcanum detection?
Damning. There's arcane traces all over the scene. Like a ritual was held here. We tried to follow the fluctuations trail, but they just disappeared. Our perp must have scrubbed it clean before leaving.
That does make things tricky. So drowning, huh? Seems like solving the mystery of this ritual could be the key to cracking the case.
There's no record of this arcane fluctuation's particular signal in the Visuals Bureau archives. So it's either very rare, or a brand new form of arcane skill.
Hand the case file over. I'll see if I can wrangle some help from the Foundation.
That would be great, Miss Jones. Please contact us if you have any new leads.
You got it.
Sorry I'm late. Something came up on the way.
Miss Black Ibis. Alan.
Who was that?
Miss Jones from some branch of the Foundation. She's investigating this case as well. She said she's going to contact the Foundation for additional support.
Another new face from the Foundation. Quite a few of them showing up these days, on there. Or are things getting so divided that everyone's setting their own teams? Carlos, I need you to identify the victim's details. Friends, family, employer. Lin Hui, you stay on the scene and continue searching for any additional arcane energy fluctuations.
Yes, ma'am.
You do know this is pointless, right?
We will need it for the documentation anyway. But if the pattern holds, these victims will have no relation yet again. This is no ordinary crime of passion.
All that means is that we haven't identified the killer's criteria.
That's the worst part, knowing that we know nothing. Do you think it could be our old friend, Manus Vindicti? Pigment smuggling? The resurrection ritual. Maybe Latham is right. Maybe there are Manus secrets hidden in the dark corners of the city. And these cases play some part in it. Just like Paris, before the 5th storm.
You suspect Madame Boiniche and her jewel hunter could be involved again?
Always. Something tells me she's hiding a great deal about the depth of myth incident. her true identity, her movements, her involvement with the madness. Each could be essential to our investigation.
But we haven't detected any arcane fluctuations like that incident. If there were any fluctuations as serious as those, we would have noticed them in no time. But this is already the 5th case. I don't think they're related.
You make a good point. Maybe I'm just a paranoid.
Ma'am, the record is complete.
Well done. Contact the local hospital to take away the victim's body. Let's go, Bruno, and call the exorcist. Let's make sure this stays hush-hush.
Don't worry, Miss Ramona. I'm fully aware of how important it is to protect the integrity of the crime scene. Before we left, I replayed a load of my favorite detective movies. Alibi, Death on the Nile, even a filmed production of The Mousetrap. Let's get started. I'm sure we'll find some crucial...
Look, I don't know what kind of deal you made with the Vigil to let you muck around in their crime scene, but here's my deal. I'm not here to help you with your investigation. Now stay out of my way. I got a job to do.
Oh, right. The job. Okay, well, is there anything I can help with? I'll do whatever you want. Oh, how about some footage of the scene? I've got it all recorded. Mr. Allen was right. You definitely need to have a way with words to deal with her. What are these? Some herbs for casting arcane skills?
Arcane crimes cause huge spikes in energy fluctuations. The tremors are so strong that they form a kind of vortex of sorts, pulling any nearby invisible entities to them like a whirlpool. And once it's started, it'll keep on going till you use the right arcanum. If you leave it, well, the vortex only gets stronger. Soon enough, this place will be haunted. Least, that's what regular people would call it. That's why they pay me to do what I do.
By invisible entities, you mean...
They're like hidden arcane energy fluctuations? Or unsettled pneuma? I guess what you're fishing for is...
Ghosts? I didn't know you could just reveal them like that.
Call them whatever you like. It's all the same.
Straight to the point. I like that.
I'm curious. Can a robot be haunted too?
May I ask why you asked that question, Miss Ramona?
into the...
Please.
Ready to raid.
Liberato dalla paura.
通幽动微，莫运虚无。
Никогда не забывай. A new scar.
Cazzo!
You won't get away.
Wait for
Homeless.
强亮。
into the darkness. Addio, straniero. Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi.
I'm really not made for fighting.
I figured you for a scaredy cat. How would you manage to be made out of metal, fearless, and still useless? If you can't fight, the least you could do is give me a laugh.
Wait! Miss Ramona, there's something wrong with your candle.
Shh. Ilusiones apartaos. La verdad se revela. Este lugar, este instante, revelado ante mí, mostrado para mí. Weird. There's another fluctuation here, besides the pneuma that's been drawn over.
Looks like the candlelight's leading us toward the kitchen. Are there still ghosts there? Didn't we just scare them all off?
I've seen this before. Somewhere.
Have you found something, Miss Ramona?
Yeah, maybe. I know someone who can answer my questions. But I wouldn't call it good news. This symbol won't take us anyplace safe. I know where to go.
Dios mío, Añil, hurry up! If you hadn't guaranteed you could finish the work before the end of the day, I never would have hired you. All this candy needs to get to Diago's before tomorrow.
Sí, Jefe. I understand.
Oh, and Señora Juarez and La Roma want you to repaint their family tomb. Chale! I almost forgot. I need to go to Christina's to pick up some marigolds before dark.
There are still more than 100 pieces of candy to go.
Me gustan los dulces.
Los usamos para recibir a los difuntos en la tierra de los vivos, guiando sus almas a descansar en sus hogares. una vez más. Los aztecas creían que la vida es un ciclo. La muerte es solo una parte de un ciclo sin fin, un reflejo de la vida, y la forma en que morimos determina cómo comienza nuestra siguiente existencia. Las almas de los guerreros que entregaron la vida en batalla se alzan con el sol en el palacio de Talocan, entonando cantos de triunfo. Y 4 años después, regresarán a la tierra convertidos en mariposas y colibríes de vivos colores. Can you tell me if that's true, Miss Ramona?
You recognize me?
The children from the Morelos district call you Ramona the Ghost Seer. They say it was you who brought back the soul of Anna Solo. To hear it from them, you are some kind of all-powerful wise woman hidden in the shadows. One who knows this city better than anyone. Of course, others say you're from a well-known family of psychics, though it seems as if you've chosen another path.
They're just stories. Rumors, really. I don't see ghosts. What they call ghosts are just pneuma, or say a kind of arcane energy fluctuation. They exist, but not as some shimmering spirits. They're more like a cool breeze. But hey, people believe what they want to believe. Kids and adults too, I guess. Everybody's got unfinished business with the dead, so they want me to see ghosts. They believe it. That way they've still got a chance to say what they never got to.
Ah, my apologies, Miss Ramona. You're right. It was nothing but wishful thinking. So, is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, I got a couple questions. These symbols. I think you might know them.
An arrow, a bow, and a net. According to the Codex Chimalpain, these are the gifts given to the Aztecs by the sun god, Huitzilopochtli.
It's got the emblem of the Turquoise Serpent Club, too. Which is the biggest smuggling ring in Mexico City, controlled by that arcanist Perez. Can't be too many folks around who know you work for him. But those occult paintings at his club had to come from someone, yeah? But your boss has been acting strange the last few weeks, right? More cutthroat than ever. He's planning something big. Everyone knows it. And an auction to the tune of an ancient bloody civilization is the best way to start it.
Then it is true. Nothing in this city escapes you. And should I presume this interrogation has been commissioned by the Vigil Bureau?
The Vigil? Nah, what do you take me for? You think I shed a single tear over injustice? Think I care about your boss's little auction? Nah. You and I both know that arcanist gangs aren't to be messed with. And I'm not in the business of making messes. But strange things are brewing in the shadows. On street corners, behind people's smiles, in the boarded-up buildings. The pneuma is stirring up all around town, hovering over the city like a shroud, echoing in every howl and shriek in the night. Like nothing I've ever felt before. Who knows what'll happen if things stay this way?
It's your arcane gift warning you about the coming crisis.
I wouldn't call it a gift, especially when you're born into a so-called psychic family. Look, I know you know something about these arcane murders. There's already been 5 of them. And it's gotta have something to do with these weird spikes in the pneuma. That's how I found these symbols, left behind at one of the crime scenes. So, I want to know the connection between the club and these killings.
If they are indeed related, that is, if it truly is the Turquoise Serpent Club who's responsible, what will you do?
I'm not paid to solve crimes. The Vigil got plenty of investigators. If they can't figure things out, that's on them.
Have to admire someone willing to go above and beyond their duty. But I must apologize, señorita. You know I work for the club, and you know that means I can't provide any help.
That's so? Didn't expect you to be so loyal. If I remember, you used to be a plain old pigment supplier. Until Perez started snatching up every artist in town. I figured you didn't come into the job willingly. Was I wrong? You're not so different from those other artists, really. Just a little more flexible. That's why Perez gave you a longer leash. If they can prove Perez guilty, the Vigil will.
I'm afraid it's time for you to leave. This conversation will remain between us. You have my word.
Sorry for wasting your time. Hasta luego.
Dia de los Muertos is coming. Please, take some decorations with you. I wouldn't have you leave empty-handed.
Heh. Quite the salesman, huh? Still making deals even now.
Miss Ramona, you're back! How'd your investigation go? The guy you went to see, is he a friend or one of your informants? I knew there was something else going on.
What are you still doing here? When I said don't follow me, I didn't mean camp out at my place and jump me later.
Oh, I know. It must have been one of your ghost buddies.
I don't have ghost buddies. It's the symbols we found at the crime scene. An arrow, a bow, and a net. They're the symbols of a powerful smuggling ring. The Turquoise Serpent Club. I know a guy who I thought was being forced to work for him.
I see. Then everything's going well then. Huh, lucky us.
Don't get your gears all spun up. He seems way too loyal for someone who's got a gun to his head. I got nothing from him. Except this thing. Take it. Saves you some souvenir shopping. Now beat it.
Whoa! What's this?
Just a knick-knack. Wait. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
I take it back. He might not be as loyal to the club as I thought.
What do you mean?
I'll get you something else to take home.
I thought? Never mind. Senorita Butterfly, you're late.
Sorry. My luck always seems to lead me into trouble. Once I was tracking down a woman in Barcelona, an arcanist who was dragged into some critter lovers parade. I almost broke a leg. And then in Casablanca, I was a split second from shooting my target dead. But the moment I pulled the trigger, he turned to stone. Turns out his old rival cast a petrifying incantation on him.
You have quite the intriguing past.
Has the auction started?
See, the guests have all arrived.
Excellent. When the lights are all fixed on the stage, it'll be the perfect time to sneak in. Though I don't hear a sound. You sure you didn't take me to a funeral by accident?
This isn't the auction venue. After the Spanish conquered Tenochtitlan, the new archbishop buried the sunstone, a symbol of Aztec civilization, to erase their pagan heresy. The stone was rediscovered in 1790 during repairs to the Mexico City Cathedral. Thus, it's said that the cathedral was built on the Templo Mayor of the Aztec civilization.
Don't tell me this massive rock above me is the only genuine artifact in the building. What will you say next? That you stole it from the museum?
Of course not. It's merely another forgery to decorate the club, when foreign buyers feel immersed in an exotic, ancient civilization. They start to loosen their purse strings. I joined its production, not certain I was entirely successful in recreating its complex color. This sunstone is the entrance to the auction. If you will, señorita. I believe you know how to activate it.
The energy in the stone, it's flowing, pulsing even. It connects across land, spanning cities and valleys and spreading to the far reaches of the world. Masterful, a teleportation ritual hidden in stone. Activated by awakening the correct symbol.
Do you remember what the invitation said?
Cuando el tonalpuali y el geopuali vuelven a alinearse, celebramos que el fin del mundo se ha postergado. Subimos al cerro de la estrella y vemos a las estrellas coronar el cielo. The key is the tech battle, the representation of the new fire ritual. Oh, not that one then. Oh, not that one then. A funny little game. But Lawrence has its own way.
Which means you are able to bypass the
Virtual environmental model and bingo! No, that's not it. Look, Eddie!
This isn't the time for you to play smart.
The teleportation ritual is about to begin. Be prepared, señorita. You may experience some side effects from the process.
Time to see what this auction's all about.
The auction should have started a while ago. So why isn't anything happening? This guy isn't exactly the type to joke about this kind of stuff.
The candle's almost burnt out. What's it supposed to do?
It isn't just a candle. It's an arcane tool. See the carvings on the side? It's an ancient ritual. The Codice Mendoza says it was once used in sacred offerings. It has a synchronizing effect. When a specific ritual starts elsewhere, lighting this candle will replicate it here. But we've only got one chance. Brace yourself. It's happening.
The Foundation really needs to start selling their teleport discs in these new eras!